Right, good day, my fellow Zimbabweans. How are you doing today? Let's hope you are doing very well. Thanks for joining me again on your favorite channel. Please, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that next time when I upload another video, you will get a notification. I don't want to waste much of your time today. I'm back. Neimwe nyaya yandityisa, nyaya yandivhundutsa. Ghananian anenge ari kuzviti iye ndiye anopa African prophets powers andeteka and names anga achitaurwa nemunhu uyu prophets aina they are well known muno muAfrica. I can't mention their names but zvandichaita ndezvekuti ndichakusiyai muchinzwa video rake sekutaura kwaanga achiita andeteka achitaura names evanhu ivavo. Murume uyu ndewekughana, is a Ghananian spiritualist. Pakaipa guys, I don't want to waste much of your time. Here's the video. Ngatinzwei achitaura.
Just two big prophets that you gave power.
Prophet Bushiri is the number one. And Prophet Bushiri messed up on the way. So I will draw myself from him. And that is when he starts to...
What about TB Joshua? Do you have any relationship with TB Joshua?
TB Joshua was part of my society.
What did Bushiri do that made you pull out your power from him?
He used to... The contract was that he have to send him $60,000 every month. I wasn't the one who charged the amount, but he told me he's going to be giving me that amount every month. Actually, he tried for some time and he stopped. There's a musician in Ghana here who calls Shetawale. When you go to the internet, you will hear him. Shetawale is not ashamed to tell the whole world that Chief Natia is my father.
You said you are the father of Bushiri, of Prophet Bushiri. What about Bushiri's spiritual father, Yubed Angel?
Well, I have not problem for you having more than 2 or 3 spiritual fathers. You know.
Do you also sleep with the pastors to give them power?
Sleep with them?
Yes.
Like I sleep with my wife?
Exactly.
Most of them, almost all of them in Africa here come to me here in Ghana for spiritual assistance. And some of them are even spiritual contractors, the pastors. They tell people, I'm going to help you to do this, I'm going to help you to do that. Then they call on me to do those jobs for them. And some are coming for power to pull the crowd. What baffles me is that someone, a pastor, who has a pulling crowd here in Ghana on this 31st December, asks his members to sell their property and come and buy God. Where on earth did you hear this? Someone to sell his property to come and buy God? To buy heaven? I don't understand. So most of them now, I just make my decision. Whoever coming to take these powers from me, you must answer a lot of questions before the power will be given to you. Because when you have the control over the people, you tell them anyhow. And whatever you tell them, they will listen to you. So, I helped one pastor in Africa here, some time ago. And this pastor was misusing the powers. He told the church members to go and eat grass like animals. And they did that. The video went viral. I wasn't happy about that. I was very angry and I put him off. I stopped talking to him. I stopped assisting. How can you tell a human being to go and eat grass? I don't know whether you came across those videos before. But if you didn't, there was something that in nature happens.
That Leseko Daniel. The Leseko Daniel guy.
So you see, no matter how you interpreted a monkey, he's still a monkey because you have nowhere to hide the tail. So these people, I am very pissed off. I'm very, very, very much pissed off. Especially those in Ghana here who has the guts to say the people, the members should go and sell their properties and come and buy God. Can you buy God? Can you even buy heaven? No. So there is much to talk about these people. And it's high time, most of them, if they don't mind their word of speech, how they talk to the members, I'm going to start to expose them one after the other. And it will be very painful because that is not the agreement between me and them. If you have my power, use it wisely, especially the power for healing and the power for pulling crowd. If you have the crowd, make sure you use it wisely. But don't say unnecessary things that people will be talking about. It's not good in that nature. And most of them, if you see these pastors using a horns of an animal, whether it is a bull or a sheep or a goat, that is the powers they use to control the people, and that is the powers they use to take monies from the people. And most of them, the powers is put in a different ring, not their wedding ring. You could see it will be a different one, and they love wearing it. So that is where their power for healing has been put in. And when you see, so for healing, I support that 100%, because when you put your hand on top of a sick person, the person who's not feeling well, and then you pray, that person is going to get well. I'm so much happy. I see a lot of them that I have given the power for healing. They do very, very, very well. But what does not make me happy is that when you command your church members to go and sell their properties and come and give the money to you, when you command your church members to go and eat grass like a goat, I am not happy about that. And I can't sit down to watch them. So I'm just sending, this one is just a warning to them to stop that. And then also those who are ready to come to me, you have to answer a lot of questions before the power will be given to you. You know, when I give them, most of them, they used to do information prophecy. They will get someone who is so closer to you, Prophet X. Then they ask the person and get to know your details. Then when you go to the church, they prophesy on you, and then you'll be surprised. That is the information prophecy. Their friends, their families have sold them out. They give information to the pastors to be prophesying on people. So I told them that they should stop. If they want to prophesy, there are so many ways. The true sight does not come from the eyes. It comes from the mind edges, sharpened on silence and shadows. So you see, seers, those who see, the seers never born. They open their eyes. They open their eyes. And once that third eyes open, you will see the truth. And when you see the truth, you must spend 7 nights without mirror or any reflection of your image. At this point, I will now ask you to let your mind forget. To let your mind forget things like yourself, things like you look like. So on the 7th night, I will tell you to go to a quiet place before dawn, early in the morning. You go to a very quiet place before dawn, and then you sit in a circle of a salt. You will put a salt in a circle, a salt that we normally put in our soup. You put it in a circle, and then you sit in the middle of the circle. So in this process, I will now ask you to bring a bowl of water and a piece of black cloth that will tie around your head. So in the water, you either put ink or ashes from the burnt charcoal, and then you put it in front of you. And then at this point, I will not tell you to say this, what I am going to say. You will not say, the scene, be silent. The scene, like a movie directors go to the scene. You know the scene, but this is what the scene I am talking about. Where you are is a scene. You will command it to be silent and let the unseen rise. And let the unseen rise. Then you will now say, I don't look. I don't look, but I know. And then you wait.
What are you explaining right now? What are you explaining right now? Are you explaining how you initiate these pastors?
I am explaining the power of the eye. That's the process you will face, the process you will go through before you can have the power of the eye. So now, these pastors.
There's a point I want to
I'm
ask.
just saying.
Do you also sleep with the pastors to give them power?
Sleep with them?
Yes.
Like I sleep with my wife?
Exactly.
No. I don't do that. But there are some powers. If that pastor requests those powers, that will put him into sleeping with a number of women in a week.
So you
But
don't,
me myself, I don't do it myself.
You don't do it with
I
them.
don't do it. Yes. So when you see most of the pastors sleeping with people's wife, they are not just doing it for fun, but they are doing it for powers. Most of the pastors sleeping with the church members, they are not doing it for fun, but they are doing it for powers.
But I was watching one interview of, is it Nana Kwaku Bossman?
Nana Kwaku Bonsam.
Yeah. He said something. I think he was accusing you of also sleeping with your initiates.
Nana Kwaku Bonsam, because I told him he's my apprentice. He learned from me. He didn't start from me, but he graduated from me. He didn't start his spiritual work from me, but he graduated from me. I don't know where he started, but to finish being a proper spiritualist, it was from me. So these words never make him happy when I said Kwaku Bonsam is my apprentice. And you see, so he can say things more than that. Even in Ghana here, most people pay a lot of people money to destroy my name, but I am still standing. I am saying that a tree that bears the sweetest fruit receive a lot of stones. So you could hear them saying, especially Kwaku Bonsam, nobody is talking about him anymore. He has gone. He has gone, because when you insult your spiritual master, I don't think nobody will talk about him. He's not a politician now. He's doing campaign for people in his constituency, the MPs, including the president. I watched a video of him telling people to vote for a particular candidate. When you are a spiritualist, you work for the candidate to win the election, but you don't advise people to vote for the candidates that you like. Okay, so you see the differences.
So he doesn't have power anymore. What happened to the power?
Insulting me is a crime, and it's against my laws, my spiritual laws. So I'm going to disarm you, and then you are going to, and that is the beginning of your suffering. In Ghana here, the past government, the MPP government, I put them into power. And this is not the first time I have been saying this. And when you go and watch my interviews with Ano, a Ghanaian blogger, you could hear me saying the same thing. The Nana Addo tried 3 times to be a president of Ghana. No, it was 2 times, but he couldn't succeed. Somebody has to directed him to me. And the day I went to him, I told him, you will be our next president. This man wake up from his seat and asked me, how much is it going to cost me to be a president of Ghana?
So
they were not serious about it.
In Africa, when it comes to prophets, how many prophets did you initiate or did you give power?
If I'm not mistaken, I'll tell you,